So we are back. The USB drivers have been installed and I am getting ready to copy, well, I'm copying a few games. It looks like they've copied, which is good. So we are back and I've managed to install the USB mass storage device drivers for Windows 98. Thanks to a good old-fashioned floppy disk. It's a good job I keep a USB floppy drive hooked up to my main computer. And I have installed a festive game. So let's go and play it. This is not that wholesome. In fact, yes, I am over 15. Yes. You would think that that's a good thing, and it is, but it's also very much kind of a bad thing. I'm actually mourning my lost youth this Christmas. I find myself. So this is Natural Phone Killers Santa's Gone Postal. So you play as, you play as the big man himself, and you are armed, oddly enough, with a sniper rifle. And for some reason, it is your job to kill rabbits or elves. Also, a minigun. Yes, how deliciously Grand Theft Auto 5. So let's go and... I'm not doing very well at this. I killed something? Yeah, and some of these sound effects are, yeah, a wee bit suspicious. Why does it sound like something's like splashing? So, oh. Yeah, thanks. Yippee-ki-yay, mother. Yes, I think you can guess what the rest of the word might be. That's quite disturbing. I think LGR did a review on this back in the day. I used to get a lot of my old games. I used to get a lot of game recommendations from stuff I would watch on his channel and AVGN, and well, I think mostly LGR when it came to old computer PC games. And then what to play them on? Well, what to play these games on? Well, I think a lot of my computer, a lot of what I bought was based on what I saw on, well, not only places like eBay, but you know, there's the YouTube channels like Brandon Bishop or of course the Nostalgia Mall. I ended up with my Packard Bell Legend 406 CD. Right, okay, so that's decisively over. Yeah, so I didn't do very well. But, of course, in this game, you know, you can find yourself shooting rabbits, elves, and not only doesn't always shoot them dead either. So they still could be living. I mean, you're not even hunting to eat like you are in Red Dead Redemption 2, like, you know, that will show you in detail the dressing of a deer, you know, like, but this, yeah, I think do you know what? I think I'm not going to play this for much longer. I think we're going to look at something a wee bit more wholesome, lest I end up being demonetized. So what we'll do is, let's have a go on KidPix. Now this is a version of KidPix that I don't think I've ever used on this channel. I've used KidPix 1, 2.5, and I think I've used KidPix Studio version 4, but I've never had a go with KidPix 3. It's quite an odd one. Now I did have a go on it in the 86 box. It ran about as well, as you can imagine. So, well, let's see how we do with an actual computer. So, in 86 box on a Pentium system, it took ages for this to install. Like, literally ages. So, on a real computer, running with, you know, a reasonably fast processor, well, kind of hoping that this is done quite quickly, because, to be honest, I don't really have much time to get this video filmed. Because at the time of writing, well, I've got Victoria staying with me, and she is going to be on the air in less than an hour with her musicals and memories, and I too am going to be on the air afterwards at 6 p.m. with my Christmas Country Cavalcade. Of course, both those shows will have been will have been broadcast after the fact. But if you're interested in what we do, then please visit us at www.anchor.radio. Find out what is going on. You can follow us on the social media pages to get more up-to-the-minute information about what is going on with our, of our festive schedule. Now, if I've done this correctly, then hopefully this video will be out on Christmas morning in enough time for your for the Christmas present, to be honest. Show that Victoria and I are we're broadcasting together. We're going to be opening Christmas presents live on air, some Christmas tunes, some Christmas chat, things like that. So I hope you'll tune in for that, Anchor.radio, or ask her in the corner over there to enable Anchor Radio skill. Anyway, this is taking a bit longer to install than I was thinking it would, so I'm just going to cut the film now, and once we're installed, I'll be back. So, it took a while, but we finally have Pix Deluxe 3 installed. Well, let's see how well it will run and what it's all about. It did install a bunch of text-to-speech stuff plus QuickTime 4. Yeah. So let's type my name, Jay. Let's go. So what's this? Cool, we can start with the background. So, what do we have? What did I just press? That's not what I wanted. I just want to go back. Oi. It's difficult when you can't see as well. Like, I used to be able to press these buttons. There we go. Oh, excellent. Oh. So there's no Christmassy ones. These are all football. Oh, circus, music room, park. Do you know what? Let's have a park. That kind of looks like Cooper Park in Elgin, that. Let's, so can I put... so we can actually draw, but we can actually just build pictures out of elements. So why don't we put a horse? Why don't we put a horse? Oh, it's a zebra. Baby zebra. There we go. Ah, now it's an Australian zebra. Ah, what are you doing? There we go. And then we can draw. That's not what spray cans do. And then you've got your good old-fashioned stamps, so we could turn it into... And then, of course, we've got our big red juicy strawberries! They're so red and juicy! And that's the second video about this computer this season where that has been quoted. Now, unfortunately, I don't know. Oh, yes! And we blew the whole thing away. So, there we go. That's a bit of kid pics. So why don't we now go and play something Christmassy? And I do apologise if I am currently in the road. But I struggled to play this game last time, and my sight was not bad. What on earth is it going to be like now? Here's Jazz Jackrabbit Holiday Hair 98. Holiday Hair 98. And what on earth? Oh yeah, so control to jump. As you can see, I'm struggling every month. Actually, I'm not doing too bad. So this game has got a red skies, and it's just Jackrabbit jumping from platform to platform. Sorry, I forgot the audio description bit. There's a yellow critter, Grinchy type. Yes, and I managed to make Jazz Jackrabbit slam himself through breakable pink blocks. I did not see where I was there. Yeah, so okay, I am struggling, but I always knew I would. But this game is perfect for this laptop. Do you know, for me, retro laptops, I don't see them really in my future anymore. I think now I'm just going to concentrate on the retro desktops I have. And I think I'm going to have to start... I'm selling a lot of my retro laptops. I've sold quite a few already because I don't know if my sight's actually getting worse or if it's stress. It varies depending on how stressed out I am. And to be honest, my mental health is actually... Since 2022, it's the worst it's ever been. Oh, I'm down at the bottom of the screen. Great music, by the way. Yep, so now I've died again. Yeah. Newspaper articles say I didn't do it. Well, I don't care. In fact, I'm going to go off now and sulk indoors. Because we've got a bit more time, just a tiny bit more, to show off this computer's DOS gaming prowess. And I said I would test out a couple of games for Elmo 3. Now, if I remember rightly, there's a few DOS games that don't like ATI graphics. They just don't like them. Xenophobe. I don't know. So, what we're going to do is we're going to test them on here. Because this computer does have ATI graphics. First off, Blood. Now this machine has ESS audio. So, sound effects, I think it's Sound Blaster compatible. Suffice it to say, I think that works. Sound Blaster. Yep, suffice it to say, I think that works as well. So I think if this doesn't work, I think it'll tile it. I'll get what Elmo 3 calls the Brady Bunch effect. Okay. I live again. So this appears to work. Oh, yeah. This doesn't use... This version doesn't seem to use WASD. And to be honest, I kind of need that. Well, that's nice for you. I don't even know where to go. What's the jump button? Is there a jump button? How do I get out of this grave? I don't know. You know what? All I needed to know is that game worked. So what about Jill of the Jungle? Well... as you can hear, this is an earlier Epic game. I forgot what the button was to jump. Ah, it's shift. Jill bounds through the boulders. Oh, I like that. So the red things are good for me, are they? Let's... So this is Jill entering into the forest. So even though this is a much older game, it's working just fine on here. Actually from the Jazz Jackrabbit 1 days. A very 90s sound effects. Alright, and then that's Jill of the Jungle for you. So, gonna play a couple more games, and then very briefly, and then so first of all, let's set this one up. Okay, well that's not going to work, so, well, I guess I can't play Tyrion. That was a bit odd. So, well, let's finish off then with a bit of Sky Road's Christmas special. So, yeah, that works. And there is a version of this now available on the iPad, but I cannot seem to get the steering controls to work. Now, LML3 has been able to complete Road 3 not once, not twice, but consistently, and almost like a party trick. And as well he may, because I just don't understand how you do it. Look at that. I mean, I can't even complete Road 1. So, well, that's not going to work, is it now? And you have to be, it's a strategy game, because yes, I could just, you know, turn, go right, but that'll take me to a dead end, and, well, you can't actually just drive back. There's one way only. But excellent. Completed Road 1. That's a big achievement for me. Look at that. That's pathetic. Well, I think what we'll do now is we'll return to Windows for our sign off. So there we are. There we have it. The Compaq Armada 1750. As you can see, we've seen it play some 3D-ish games, some edutainment stuff in the form of Kid Pix, some 2D side-scrolling action, and some and finally some DOS games. Now I'm sure I could get Tyrion going on here. I'm sure that is a thing that can be made to happen, but thanks to Compaq's Real DOS mode, most things will run, and will run well. So I don't know what Tyrion was playing at. So what I'll do very quickly, just to before we end, I can tell you that this is a Pentium 2 MMX, 64 megs of RAM. I can tell you that the display is ATI Rage LT Pro AGP2X You know, with the Mac 64 backend with 4 megs of VRAM. It is 3D capable. The audio is provided by a ESS 1869 chip from ESS Technologies, and the hard drive is a 20 gig. So there you have it, 300 megahertz of pure Pentium 2 power as well, to make what I think is still the greatest all-around machine. If you don't have much room, but you would like a retro computer, you're tired of emulating, you want a real retro computer that can play a lot of things, if you can get one of these, Compaq Armada 1750, get one. Definitely get one. And with that, folks, I would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year for 2025. Thank you for supporting me this year. I know my video output has been terrible, but actually, I think it was better than last year's. So we've already made a bit of progress. So I've got some ideas of videos I'd like to make going forward into the new year. But until then, thank you all for watching. Please tune in to Anchor Radio at www.anchorradio if you want to hear me play music. But until then, thank you all for watching, and cheery bye.